there. Welcome to this week's Lenten Small Plate. One of the things that really struck me as I was reading this week's readings was how much I love a good little song, good contemporary song. And one of the verses in our Psalms, I think you may recognize is something you may have sung before at a camp or something like that, and it goes, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me." And don't you just love songs like that? Like they give you all the good feels. Except that psalm was written by King David after he entrapped Bathsheba, had her husband murdered, and lost his child and was repenting. So it's kind of a weird, how do we get such a fun little praise song from it when actually it's a little bit darker and deeper? And I think that's really the beauty that we find in the Psalms. They can help us express the things that we have a hard time expressing. But the funny thing is, we kind of skip over them a little bit, don't we? Like we almost sometimes treat them like they're less important or less valuable than other parts of the Bible. We want to get to the gospel readings, which are always amazing because why wouldn't they be? It's something that Jesus said or did. The Old Testament readings where we learn something about the old mothers and fathers. But then there's the Psalms that we just kind of skip by. And so this Lent, I've really spent time trying to rediscover my love of the Psalms, partly in reading and meditating and writing and singing. And so what I have for you this week is my version of a psalm, keeping in mind the readings for this week. And I hope you enjoy them, and I hope that it speaks to you in a different way. I hope it might help to really develop and blossom that love for the Psalms, for going back to the parts of the Bible that we tend to neglect. So, the Greeks, they sought a glimpse of grace to see the man who filled the space, the holy teacher, wise and true, a question burning, bright and new. Two disciples side by side whispered secrets, those men they eyed. Were Gentiles welcome in this fold? Jesus' message would he withhold? A mixed up world, a diverse throng, each seeking truth where they belong. Like seekers now with hearts unsure, we wrestle with the righteous cure. Whose rules to follow in this strife, the church's law or one's own life? Lent's journey asks, a constant plea, whose path leads to eternity. Jeremiah's voice, a whisper old, of rules rewritten, hearts unfold, God's law inscribed within the soul, no need for codes to make us whole. The Greeks a mirror to our quest, for answers clear and hearts at rest. Confusion reigns, a troubled state, but Easter's hope will alleviate. For in the cross where shadows fall, God's love redeems us, one and all. His law of love, a guiding light, will lead us forward through the night. So let us follow, though the way be dark and long with dawning day. For in his strength, new life takes hold, a story whispered, yet untold. Happy Lent.